Here, this is another type of question. They said check for extraneous solutions. Okay, so we have to solve this equation and we see which solution satisfies the equation and which one doesn't satisfy the equation. So first, when you have radical signs, make sure that one radical sign is on one side, okay, and everything else on the other side, because we want to make square both sides. If you make square both sides, if you have something with the radical, then it will make a problem, okay? Then it will add the radical again to the equation. So we want to remove the radical sign. So here the question is already ready-made. Radical is on one side, everything on the other side. So we do square both sides. We do square both sides. Okay? Squaring both sides, when you do square here and we do square here, don't forget, there's a common mistake. Most of the students are doing it. Okay? First, when you do square for the radical, square and radical would cancel. Okay? Radical square would cancel. You get x plus 7 equals. Now, x minus 5 squared. Usually, and the common mistake students do, x squared minus 25. Okay? Which is a mistake. These are two parts of the binomial square, but not everything. Because when we solve the binomial square, we should do square of the first, 2 times first times second, and second square. So these are three terms of the polynomial or the binomial square. So when we do this, we do x squared minus 2 times x times 5, which is 10x. 2 times x times 5, it's 10x. Then plus 5 squared is 25. Okay, so we are following procedure. Like if you don't want to look at the minus sign, okay, you can do x squared, you can put plus 2 times, and then you put x times minus 5. Look at this, 2 times x times minus 5, if you consider this as the second term. So what do you get? 2 times minus, which is minus 10x. If you don't want to follow this, you can say minus, we put minus, 2 times first times second, and put the answer here. Then plus second square, which is the 5. 5 squared is 25. Now we have an equation. How do we solve the equation? We get everything to one side equal to 0, and then we solve it, because it's a quadratic. Quadratic, bring everything to one side equal to 0, and then solve it. So here we have equal 0, x squared minus 10x. Here we have x, take it to the other side, becomes minus x. Plus 25. Here we have plus 7, take the other side, becomes minus 7. Now simplify. Now everything is equal to 0. You can write everything first equal to 0 on the other side. Why? Because it's an equation. When a equals to b, then b equals to a. Okay? That's obvious. Now we write x squared minus 10 minus 1 minus 11x. Plus 25 minus 7 is plus 18 equals to 0. Okay? Now we have to factorize. Factoring this polynomial or factoring this quadratic function, we look if we can find two numbers. Their product is 18 and their sum is minus 9. So we can list the couples. Their product 18, we can start 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6, 4 times nothing, 4 times 4.5, right? But we don't have decimal when we do factorize, okay? It's little complicated. So we look at the couple, their product is plus 18. Which couple? Their sum is minus 11.
2 minus 9.
2 and 9. So, and their product is positive, so both signs are the same. Their sum is negative, so both signs are negative. So negative 2, negative 9. So we write x minus 2, x minus 9 equal to 0. And then we do solving the equation. Let's x minus 2 equal to 0, which means that x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 9. Now these are solutions. Are they both satisfy the main equation here?
We have to check.
Yeah, we have to check. So we do checking. This is checking. C-H-E. Check. We check first 0. Okay? Oh, what did we say? 0. 0. Oh, it's equal to 2. This is not 0. This is 2. I'm sorry. Okay? So this is x is equal to 2. Now, check for x is equal to 2. Radical 2 plus 7 is equal to 2 minus 5. Radical 2 plus 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. Radical 9
3.
is 3 is equal to 2 minus 5, negative 3. 3 is equal to negative 3. Is that logic?
No.
It's not logical. So 3 does not equal to negative 3. So we can say x equal to 2 is not a solution. So it's called extraneous solution. Okay? So x equal to 2 is rejected. Now, check for x equals to 9. For x is equal to 9, radical 9 plus 7 equals to 9 minus 5. 9 plus 7, 16. Radical 16 is 4. 9 minus 5 is 4. So 4 is equal to 4, which is true. So the answer is accepted. So accepted. X equal to 9 is accepted. So the only one solution for this function, for this equation, sorry, is 9. Okay? Good. Now, solve check for extraneous solution. The same question, but it's different form. Here we have radical, and here we have to the power of half. What do you mean by power of half? It's also the same as radical. Power 1 over 2, it's radical. So we take this one to the other side, just to make them on different sides. Then we make square both sides. So radical 8x minus 5 is equal, here, 6x plus 1 to the power 1 over 2. To the power 1 over 2, which is also means radical. So now here we have radicals on both sides. We do square both sides. Square both sides. We get 8x minus 5 is equal to 6x plus 1. Okay, so square both sides, it will remove the radical sign. Take x to one side and take number to the other side. It becomes 8x minus 6x is equal 1 plus 5. 8x minus 6x is 2x equals 1 plus 5 is 6. 2x equal to 6. So x is equal to 3 by dividing each side by 2. Now x is equal to 3. Does it work here? Let's try. Let's try. Radical 8 multiplied by x, which is 3, minus 5, minus, open bracket, 6 into 3 plus 1, all to the power half is equal to 0. We will check. This is called what? Checking, right? Check. 8 times 3, 24. 24 minus 5, 19, minus 6 times 3, 18, plus 1 is 19. And as we said, power half means radical. So radical 19 minus radical 19, is it equal to 0? Yes. So this is true. So x is equal to 3 is the solution. So we say accepted solution. Okay? Resume. Part C. 4 into x minus 2 all to the power 2 over 3 is equal to 16. Let's write it again. 4 into x minus 2 all to the power 2 over 3 is equal to 16. Now, we have 4 multiplied by all of this. This is with rational exponent. So we have to take care. Everything beside the radical or the expression containing rational exponent, everything should be removed. Here we have 4 multiplied by this. So we have to remove the 4. How do we remove the 4? We can divide by 4 both sides. So divide by 4, cancel. You get x minus 2 all to the power 2 over 3 is equal. 16 divided by 4, 4. So before we make the operation that you do by radical or power, or you multiply by the power by something, okay, before you shouldn't have anything beside the bracket because it will make problem. Now, here, x minus 2 to the power 2 over 3 is equal to the 4. How do we remove the 2 over 3? Make power 3 over 2 for both sides. This is power 3 over 2. So 3 over 2 multiplied by 2 over 3 cancel. You get 1. So left by x minus 2 is equal. Now 4 to the power 3 over 2. If you keep it like that, it would be complicated. If you don't have calculator, you'll have problem. Yes, Rashid. 4, we make it 2 to the power of 2. 4 is 2 to the power of 2, right? And then we have to the power 3 over 2. Now 2 times 3 over 2 is equal 3. So you get this 2 is here. 2 multiplied by 3 over 2, you get 3. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So you get x minus 2 is equal to 8. Okay? Clear? Clear. X minus 2 is equal to 8. Take 2 to the other side by adding 2 both sides of the equation. Then x would be equal to 10. Okay, so if you replace 10 here, 10 minus 2, let's check. We need to make checking. This is check. Okay, 4 multiplied by 10 minus 2 to the power 2 over 3 is equal to 16. Now, 10 minus 2 is 8. So we have 4 multiplied. 10 minus 2, we said 8. 8 is 2 to the power what? It's 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8, which is 2 to the power of 3. So we replace 10 minus 2, which is 8, by 2 to the power of 3. All to the power 2 over 3 is equal to 16. 2 to the power 3 to the power 2 over 3, as we said, we multiply the powers. You get 3 by 3 cancel, you get 2. Or 3 times 2, 6 divided by 3 is 2. So you get 4 into 2 to the power. 3 times 2 over 3 is 2 is equal to 16. 2 to the power 2, 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Then 16 equals to 16, which is true. Then x equal 10 is accepted. Okay? Let's look at the other question. The other question. Sometimes we need to make radical, square both sides more than once. We have to do it twice. Like this example. Let's say this example or exercise D. We have radical of radical inside. So if we do square both sides for the first time, what do you get? Square both sides. Square both sides. What do you get? You get x plus radical 2x equals, square this side, you get 2x. Now, here we have x, we have radical, and here we have 2x. So, as I mentioned in the first example, once you have radical and something else with it, you have to get rid of the other part. So, we have to move the x to the other side. We keep radical 2x, that's radical 2x is equal to 2x, take x to the other side, minus x, so radical 2x is equal, 2x minus x is x. Now, here we have radical again, so make square both sides again, you get square here, radical 2x, you get square equals to 2x, x squared is x squared, so x squared equal to 2x, we bring everything to one side, equals to 0. So take this to the other side, you get x squared minus 2x is equal to 0, which means that x squared minus 2x is equal to 0 in the proper form that we know. So when you have this kind of equation, x squared minus 2x is equal to 0, the best way we solve it is we factorize or take common factor. What's the common factor between the two terms? X. We take x common factor, you left by x minus 2 equals to 0. Now, as x times x minus 2 equal to 0, remember what we said about x?
X minus 0.
It's x minus 0, okay? So we can say x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 2. X minus 2 equals 0, x equals to 2. So x equals 2 or x equals 0. So we have two cases to check. If we check 0 first, check x equal to 0. Yeah, let's replace 0 instead of x. You get radical 0 plus radical 2 times 0 is equal to radical 2 times 0. So 2 times 0, 0. Radical 0, 0. Plus 0, 0. Radical, the answer 0 is 0. So 0 is equal to 0, which is true. And we do also 2. So if we 2 times 2, 4. Radical 4, 2. Plus 2, 4. Radical 4, 2. Radical 2 times 2, 4, which is 2. So 2 is equal to 2. So also x equal to 2 is accepted after checking. Okay?